Hi guys, I trust that you're feeling well and awesome. Welcome to this video on grade 11 Euclidean Geometry, and in this video we want to prove the theorem that states that opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. We want to prove that opposite angles of a cyclic quad, when we add them, we get 180 degrees. So let's actually take a look at how we can prove this theorem. The first thing you want to do is we want to prove that r plus s is 180 degrees. So you would have to construct two radii again, similar to what we did in the previous video. Now take note that the angles that we're looking at is r and s. So the radii that I want to create must exclude the two angles. So therefore I'm going to create the radius OP. I'm also going to create the radius OQ. So let's actually construct these two radii and let's see what's going to happen. So let's get some construction going here. We are constructing a radius from O to P. We are also constructing a radius from O to Q. Now, after having gotten this, what we want to do is we want to label some of our angles just to make life easier for ourselves. We could call this O1 and we can call this O2. So let's get started with the proof. When you look at this diagram, in one of the previous theorems that we have proven, we have looked at the following diagram. So, looking at the diagram that we're constructing in green now, the diagram that I'm highlighting in green, try and see if you can identify a familiar or a similar theorem that we've looked at before in one of the previous videos. So there we are, we have got this diagram. And if you have watched our videos from the beginning of the series, you would see that angle O2 is going to be 2 times angle R. And the reason for this would be the angle at the center of the circle is actually twice the angle at the circumference of the circle. Awesome. So this is the first part of the proof. Now, let's look at a second diagram. Try and see if you can spot something familiar in this diagram that I'm highlighting now. So, try and see what you can spot in the diagram that I'm highlighting in red. Also, one of the theorems that we have studied in one of the previous videos. And if you've not actually looked at the previous videos yet, I highly suggest that you have a look at the videos from the beginning of the series so that you can understand more or less. You can be on par with every theorem that we're proving, as some of the theorems actually built on the proofs of the previous theorems. So when we look at this, we can see that angle O1 is also equals to 2 times angle S for the same reason. The angle at the center of a circle is equals to 2 times the angle at the circumference of the circle. Brilliant. Now let's have a look at something. We've got O1 and we've got O2. If we had to add O1 and O2, this will actually give us 360 degrees. And why is this? If you look at O1 and you look at O2, you will actually see that they form what we call angles around a point. And if you can remember from your grade 10 Euclidean geometry, then you would remember that angles around a point always construct a revolution. Angles around the point always give us 360 degrees. So let's do the following. Let's say O1 plus O2. I know the value of O1 is actually 2 times S, and I know the value of O2 is 2 times R. So by so doing, I know that O1 plus O2 is 360 degrees. Let me substitute 360 degrees here. Then on the other side, take note that I've got a common factor of 2. Let's take out the common factor of 2. We just remain with S plus R. From here, we can divide this side by 2. We can divide both sides by 2. Then we know that 360 degrees divided by 2 will give us 180 degrees. We could say that 180 degrees is equals to S plus R. And that's exactly what we were supposed to prove in the first place. Brilliant. Life is great. I hope that you guys understand the video. I hope that you understand the proof. I hope that you're enjoying the content that you've been receiving so far. If you do, please give us a like. Please click on the subscribe button and please turn on notifications so that every time when we upload new videos, you will receive an update. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao.